If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel for more daily content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. It's taken me a little longer than I wanted to get the team of the group stage Diogo Jota review done. Why? Because EA quite literally drag their feet when it comes to the ones to watch cards. Oh, we'll upgrade it at some point. We'll get around to it. It's not like you've bought it to have it upgraded or anything. We'll just do it when we're ready. But they've done it. Finally. Happy days. 83 rated. Shame he's not been given like an 87 rated card or something. Now, I am a Liverpool fan, so obviously I'm a little bit biased. I would say that he is probably my favourite player for Liverpool right now. To be honest, I loved him at Wolves. So I'm very happy that he joined Liverpool in the first place. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, high work rates, which is not ideal, although does kind of, I suppose, work in a Roberto Firmino kind of role as a cam. We'll talk about that in a second. Traits, just the solid player trait, which, I mean, what the hell does that even mean? Who knows? EA don't explain things very well, do they? Let's be honest. So we're probably never going to find out what that means. He should have had at least one special card by now. So this card should, I know I said 87 at the beginning, of course I was joking. It should be 85 though, this team of the group stage, because he should have had at least an inform or something from the previous weeks, because he's quite literally scored in every game that he's played for like the last 2 or 3 months or something stupid. Nice, not quite that many, but still, he's scoring a lot of games, right? He should be 85 rated, so I do begrudge it slightly. However, the upgrade over the 80 is decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent. So he's gone up by 3 pace, 4 shooting, 5 passing, 3 dribbling, 3 defending, and 3 physical, which means he has 91 acceleration, 82 sprint speed. In my personal opinion, acceleration is one of the most important stats in the game this year, because it contributes. It doesn't mean that he is very quick, but it contributes to how fast he moves initially when he's on the ball. Agility is the other contributing factor, reactions, and quite possibly ball control as well. Now, I'm pleased to report that he has 90 agility, so that and 91 acceleration, very good, and he has 85 reactions, 87 dribbling, ball control, and composure. I mean, for an 83 rated card, I can't really understand why he's 126k, I won't lie to you, but I can understand why he holds a high price, because he's got really good dribbling stats, very good acceleration, not too bad physical either. I mean, 82 stamina is a little bit on the lower side if you do decide to play him as a cam, because he has that high defensive work rate, but still, he has 88 aggression and 76 strength. In terms of a chem style, I mean, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I like to bring him off the bench. Just a very quick story, if you will. At the very beginning of the year, I wasn't going to run a Road to Glory. And then someone suggested something and I ran with it. Basically, it was to pick a player. Doesn't matter who it is, but pick a player and try and get that player to 1,000 games and as many goals and assists as possible. Not that that's that difficult to do, but it quite literally means playing them in every game that we can play them in, right? Because again, this year, only Rivals and Foot Champs count towards games. Friendlies don't. I know they haven't done in previous FIFAs, but there's a limit to Rivals games. You know, you're not really going to want to play past 30, and it's the same in Weekend League as well. You can't play past 30. So it was always going to be a challenge. Unfortunately, that kind of went and fell by the wayside because of our pack luck on the Road to Glory was absolutely insane. So now he comes off the bench. And now that he's had an upgrade to that 83, he comes on as a cam. And there's going to be a few clips that you've either seen already or are about to see of him in Champs. And of course, there's a few clips, or quite a few clips actually, of him in Friendlies. But he came off the bench in his very first game of Champs this weekend, having been upgraded to an 83. Came on and got a very important assist. Would I have been able to do that with my normal cam sub, which would have been the Inform Carrasco? I mean, yeah, probably, because he didn't do anything outstanding. It was just a case of little fake shot, break the back line, get in, play the ball across. However, his passing isn't very good, you know. 77 short passing, 79 vision isn't fantastic. I mean, if you're going to use him as a striker, then a Deadeye, for example, boosts that, turns him into an 86 rated striker or an 89 rated centre forward. That probably would be better. However, I brought him off the bench played a ball across the face of goal, and we got an assist with him. First thing he did. So I'm not too displeased by putting a Hunter on him. And the reason I want a Hunter is because we just need to boost that pace as much as possible. Pace, I wouldn't say it's king this year, but it's very important. And when you have dribbling that is as good as Diogo Jota's for an 83, I'm all right with it. Boost his finishing, boost his positioning, shot power, get that pace all the way up, make him as fast as possible. And we have a card that is very competitive, shall we say. Now, I've got players in my club, in my team, that keep him out of the team because he's quite simply not good enough. However, there are going to be certain situations where this card is good enough. I'm talking about objectives and managerial masterpiece in particular. However, if you don't have the ones to watch, you are looking at a 127-ish at time of filming, 1,000 coins to get this card. Are you realistically going out and spending that amount of money on a card that is just for friendlies, just for managerial masterpiece? Probably not. So I can understand where you're coming from if you think, well, yeah, okay, is the card good enough to use in rivals? Because I'm not buying that for just friendlies. So it depends what your team looks like. It depends what division you're in and all these other contributing factors. But to be fair, for an 83, and I'm not just saying it because I'm biased, I couldn't care less if he played for Coventry, right? It doesn't make it, I don't care who it is. This is a good card. And you can use it in any number of scenarios. You can use him as a cam, starting or off the bench. You can use him as a striker with a Deadeye. You can use him as a striker with a Hunter. You can use him as a cam with a Deadeye. You can give him an engine if you want to boost that sprint speed a little bit. You give him that extra agility, 99 balance, 97 dribbling. The positioning and the shot power good enough actually without a chem style. Doesn't hurt to boost it, but it's good enough without it. And of course the finishing is... It's okay. It can be used in an emergency without a chem style because it's 81 and he's already got 87 composure. So as long as you choose the right shot type, realistically, with the shot power and the composure, you should be okay. And then 82 short passing, 84 vision and 83 crossing with an engine. You can then bring him on or use him as a winger from the get-go, use him as a cam, or you can... I wouldn't recommend this because his defending isn't actually that great. His defending is actually woeful, even with a defensive chem style. But you can use him as a centre mid, although my centre mids, I like to have them be able to defend a little bit as well. But he's a very versatile card, which is something that goes a long way in this game, and that's why I like him on the bench, either wing, striker or cam. And if I'm desperate, an attacking centre mid, you can't really go wrong with it. The only problem for me is 127,000 coins is a lot of money to spend on a card that, yeah, is good, but it's good for an 83. I mean, it would be good for an 85. But there are other cards out there that you could spend 127,000 coins on, and I'm pretty sure you could get the same results, if not maybe a little bit better. And that's the problem with this. I would hope, at least, his price would come down over the next few days. You've got that SBC João Felix, which, you know, the player of the month. I think that is it's a comparable card, sure, but I mean, that Felix is obviously better. And he's obviously more expensive, but I think when you're paying half the price of that to get Diogo Jota, maybe you just stump up the rest and get yourself João Felix Player of the Month. Maybe. As a Liverpool fan, I love it, and I'm going to keep using it, but I don't know. Until he gets an 85, maybe an 86, I think it's one of those cards that is very good. Liverpool fans are going to love it. Other fans and players, and if you've got other cards in your team already that are a little bit better than this, or much better than this, you're probably thinking, I'll stay clear, and that's fair enough. Doesn't really do anything wrong. Doesn't do any... I wouldn't say, he does this, but not well enough. His short passing definitely needs to be boosted if you're going to play him in some sort of cam role. Like I said, I bring him on more of a trying to get us a goal at the end of the game, and just for, to try and see if I can score goals, rather than bringing him on to actually make a difference in the game. I bring him on because I just want to try and get him as many games as goals as possible. Although, in that one occasion in Foot Champs, he actually did come into the game and save me. But overall, I like it. Is it worth 127k? Not in my opinion. Hopefully it comes down when we get rewards and such this week. But we'll see what happens. If you have enjoyed this play review, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.